Hi and welcome. I thought I'd show how you can create this type of painted textures in Blender. So on this truck the textures are painted. I have a diffuse texture with colors and a roughness and a metallic texture. And on this example there are no textures, it's just simple colors on a principled BSDF. We can go into the shading tab and I can show you the textures. So let's start with the diffuse here. And to paint these textures I highly recommend a drawing tablet like a Wacom or Wacom tablet or similar. So this is the diffuse. You can see the base color is this brown base color, and I've started with that. It's a 2K texture, 2048 by 2048, and then I've colored all the details, you know, the lights, the windows, the tires, the handles, and the truck bed. Here is the metallic, and it's plugged directly into the metallic. So with the black, the darker it is, the less metallic it is, and the white parts are more metallic. And here is the roughness. So the more white it is, the less shiny it is. And I have applied a few textures and patterns to make this look a bit used with wear and tear. And you can clearly see the difference between the two examples and how it reacts to the reflections, the lights and the shadows. So this method is not procedural. The metallic and the roughness, you could do it procedurally, but it's very easy to make that look a bit generic and to have it look procedurally. I find it better to, in many cases, to actually paint the textures to exactly get the look that you want for a bit more live and organic style. So I will go back into layout mode and I will add a cube. I will create a material for the cube. Let's call it cube and go into the shading tab. And here I will create a texture. So by clicking Shift A, I will search for image, create a new image, cube diffuse. Color, the size is 2048 by 2048 and the base color, it's up to you. I will have a blue base color. And then I press OK. I plug the color into the color space of the principled BSDF. And there is our cube with our base color. So with the cube diffuse, that I've spelled wrong now I see, but it doesn't matter. The cube diffuse texture selected, I will go into the texture paint. Or before we do that, we actually have to UV unwrap this cube. I will go into UV editing, and by pressing A I select all the faces. I will press U. I usually do a smart UV project with an island margin of 0.01 and I press OK. Now it's unwrapped. I go into texture paint. I have my cube here and I'm selecting my pencil, a plain pencil. Up here you can select the radius of the pencil and the strength. And with my drawing tablet I can now start to draw on the cube. And on the color tab up here you can change the colors that you want to paint. We have the smear tool, where you can smear out some rough edges or create different effects. Another great way or a good tip is that if you're in texture paint mode here, you press tab and go into edit mode. I will select this face because this face will be another color. With that face selected, I go back into texture paint and I will toggle on this paint mask. Now I will just paint on the face that is selected. Select my bucket fill, change the color to something else, perhaps that, and now I will, and only that face have been colored. So that's a great tip. And you can also apply textures to your brush. Here is a cloud texture. Let's paint a little bit with that and see the effect. And when you've done painting with the texture, it's very important that you go up here to image and save it on the computer. Now I won't save this texture, so you don't lose all your hard work. And that's how we do it. And then you just go into the shading tab and add a texture for the, if you want a roughness map or a metallic map or whatever it is. So that's it. Thank you for watching.